It's everything. It's cliche, but you only as strong as your weakest link, right?
Yeah. All right, we're here at Creative Space, and we have the pleasure of having Mike Miller here, owner of Green Light Art and Tattoo Gallery here in downtown Cleveland. Tell us a little bit about your journey. I mean, I've known Mike since high school, back to the Shaker days. I'm so proud of you and this process to get to this point. Tell me just a little bit about it and how did you get into this industry?
It's been a long journey.
Mm-hmm.
It started 13 years ago.
Okay.
At Focused.
Okay.
Yeah. I started my apprenticeship there
Mm-hmm.
when I was 21, so now y'all know how old I am. I was there for about 4 years. That's really where I got my footing and built my clientele. And for some reason, it didn't take that long. Grateful for that. I was very fortunate with that. And yeah, from there, actually, I went home and was tattooing at home for some years.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And then I went to another shop, Impact Inc.
Okay.
I was there for about 3 years. And then from there, like while we were there, me, my brother, and D, my co-owners at Green Light, we started plotting on our own thing. It was something I wanted for like 8 years now. But I'm glad it happened how it did and when it did, because if it happened when I wanted it to, it wouldn't be what it is.
Right.
So it was divine timing for sure. But yeah, we started plotting in like 2020, early. And we found a space late 2020. And our grand opening was August 22. So it was about 18 months just building it out. And yeah, really because we had problems with the contractors like we were saying before.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a very long journey, but it's been blessed the whole way. Like smooth. I haven't really had any struggles ever since I picked up a machine. My life just got better and better. And
what age were you when you picked up the machine?
I was 21. Yeah.
So you just started tattooing at 21.
Yeah. Like when I started my apprenticeship, I had no experience prior. I didn't even have equipment when I got there. So it was brand new, but I was surrounded by a bunch of guys that
knew what they were doing.
They knew what they were doing, and they were very helpful and supportive.
Yeah.
I appreciate them forever. I got to shout out Jim and John at Focused. Even though they weren't that hands-on with me as I would have liked for them to be at the time, they put me around the guys that I needed, and they inspired a whole new breed of black artists, black shop owners.
Right, because there wasn't a lot in the industry.
Prior to them, there were none in Cleveland. None. They were the first.
I got my first tattoo there.
Okay. Most of us did.
Yeah.
I did too. At 16. And if it weren't for them, there would be no Green Light. Yeah. There would be no Impact. There would be no Tattoo 16. These are a few, black-owned shops that I know of. They paved the way, so forever grateful. Actually, when I left, I got the logo tattooed on my stomach. Just to pay homage, so yeah.
Definitely. That was going to be one of my other questions. You know, here at Creative Space, we're all about working and building together. Tell me the importance of having a strong team behind you when you're trying to build.
It's everything. It's everything. It's cliche, but you only as strong as your weakest link, right?
Yeah, it's true.
So I'm hard on my guys. Pause. And, we're supposed to sharpen each other. I hold myself to such a high standard, so I hold everybody else around me to that same standard. But yes, it's important. Quality for me comes before anything. So, yeah.
So how do you treat your employees?
So I don't
as far as family.
I don't even like to call them employees, right? I've known 85% of them for over 10 years. My brother is my brother. Same mom, same dad, only sibling. D, who's the other owner, we started at Impact together about 5 years ago. So I've known him for 5. Corey, I've known him for 10. Our Piercer, that's my stepbrother. So it's kind of like a family unit. Even some of the young people we have there, like the apprentices, we've been tattooing them since they were 17, now like 25. So we got history with everybody that
It's
we
more
work
like a
with.
family unit.
It really is, except for one that we brought on later, but she fit right in.
Good.
Jaya, yeah.
Because that's important. You know,
That's
you want to
so
treat your
important.
employees like family.
Yeah, I mean, they really
Definitely.
are. We are our family for sure. The chemistry has to be right because we see each other almost every day.
And building, you wanna your business to grow with people that also want your business to grow.
Yeah.
I mean, I want them to grow too. You know, we all supposed to grow together.
Yes, together.
Okay. Let's get into this art because I know you said you started tattooing at 21, but I know you didn't just, like, oh, I'm about to pick up a tattoo,
Let's say machine is
Yeah,
what we,
machine.
proper
Okay.
terminology. Yeah,
the
Gun.
tattoo machine.
gun. It's not gun.
So it's not gun. I'm gonna correct you because
Okay.
that's what we used to say, right? When you get in the industry, they'll correct you real quick, and they
Okay.
won't respect you if you call it a gun.
Yeah, they're gonna be looking like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
amateur.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
tattoo
your
machine.
tattoo machine, I know you picked that up at 21, but I mean, your art is phenomenal. I mean, you're walking into that art gallery and it's just like, a whirlwind of different, textures, different pieces going together. How did you get started with that? Was it like a family member? How did you get started with your art? Like,
With painting or just art in general?
just art in general, drawing, painting. Like, well, what's your favorite medium? I see it's paint, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
nowadays. But art in general started when I was a kid.
Okay.
And I would have to say my grandmother on my mother's side probably encouraged it the most.
She's an artist.
She was, and I didn't know until after she passed, which is
She
crazy.
just running and it was in a gene.
It must have been. My mom showed me her drawings like a few years ago, and she passed in 2014. So yeah, I'm like, damn, why didn't she ever
That's
let me
crazy.
know?
Yeah.
But it made sense now why she encouraged it so much and kept all our drawings. I got drawings from '92 still.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That's what my mom is. She saved everything.
Yeah, she kept them in the under the cushion in the couch.
In between the bed.
Yeah, so probably my grandma inspired us the most,
Yeah.
and just made us use our imagination all around. Like, so I have to give it to her. And then fast forward to painting, that started like 10 years ago. So I started tattooing before I started painting.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. Pause.
Okay.
You started tattooing before you started painting? I did not know that.
Yep.
Your art is just like so good. I thought that you've been painting since you was like 10.
No.
Wow.
Honestly, when I first tried, I didn't like what I did. Like, it was.
So what inspired you? What made you be like, okay, let me pick up this canvas and try to paint something?
A lot of the tattooers I was following, like the greats, they all painted. So I was like, damn, must be some kind of correlation there. And it also reminded me, like, damn, I am an artist,
Right.
not just a tattooer. I was an artist first, so let me tap into that and see what I can do. So,
Do you remember your first painting?
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Stick people?
No, like the sketch was cool, but
Uh-huh.
once I started trying to apply the paint to the canvas, I was
Yeah,
like,
it was kind of tricky.
I didn't know what I was doing. I put it to the side for like 6 months. I like almost gave up. And then, but I still had the supplies, so one day I was just like, let me try this again.
So did you begin to like educate yourself on it, or you just a trial and error?
Trial and error,
Wow.
self-taught, a lot of experimenting,
Mm-hmm.
and just found my groove.
What motivates you?
To create,
Like
To
to create
create, to
a
go.
specific piece. What motivates you to get started with those pieces? Because your pieces are very intricate. Like when I look at one of your pieces, it's like the next time you look at it, you see a different piece. Like, depending on the way you're looking at it or how long you look at it, everything just blends so smooth. It's just like, you know.
Yeah, I hear that
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
Yeah.
Like almost 100% of the people that see my art, they say like, I see something new every time I look at it.
Every time. Every time I look at it, I
That's
see something
cool.
new.
That's cool.
So how did
Guess
you
that's a
come
good
up
thing.
with that kind of concept?
Honestly,
It was an accident.
kind of a perfect mistake,
Uh-huh.
but really, I think my style kind of was birthed after the use of psychedelics.
It kind of look like that.
If I'm
Okay,
being
I mean,
straight with you.
you gotta be honest.
Sometimes.
Yeah, so not during my trips,
Mm-hmm.
but
after
yeah, like
Mhm.
my brain just was different.
Wow.
It's amazing.
It opened up a whole other world for you.
Yeah,
And I can see that. Now that I'm looking at your page, I can see that.
makes sense.
It makes sense. So I just feel like you like blew up really quick as far as like people being like, you know, Mike is one of the goats out here. Like, what do you think like
That
pushed
shit's
you?
crazy.
How did it was it like an overnight thing, or was it like somebody shouted you out? Like, how did you get so big to where, you know, I can say your name and anybody in Cleveland knows who you are?
That's really cool, but honestly, I'm not big enough.
Okay.
So I might seem big to others,
Mhm.
but to myself, I'm like, I got so much work to do.
That's good.
It's a big world,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland is cool,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm on Earth. I'm on the globe.
I know that's right.
Um,
So what are
But-
your plans to expand?
shit, I've been doing what I need to do. So first thing is producing,
Okay.
making sure I have work to show, right?
More
Make sure I have work
content.
behind me. But networking is huge,
Yeah.
and just getting outside of the city.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got back from New York like 4 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I went out there just for one meeting
Right.
with the tech startup that's gonna get behind my stuff.
Okay.
They know my vision, my goals, and it's really just exposure. And they'll be able to help with that. I got a lot of faith in them, and
Yeah.
vice versa. So just meeting with people like that, yeah, gotta get outside of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can do stuff through social media, you can reach the world through social media, but it's better.
Gotta get out.
Yeah.
Get face to face. Get
Exactly.
up close
When
and
they can
personal.
feel your energy,
For sure.
you know what I mean? So
Aura.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you feel somebody's energy and you feel like you're on the same wavelength as them, you want to invest more.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when you see the vision, you see the work, and you see like, you know, the hard work that's going into it, and you want to invest more. So definitely, I can see that.
yeah. So that's been a big focus of mine. I just hop a flight. It's like when I went to New York, a lot of people were like, "What you going for? What you going for?" Yeah, I'm meeting, but I'm staying. You know, a few more days because just being in a city like
Yeah.
that, especially,
Yeah, I saw you at that art gallery. I'm like, wow, that's beautiful.
yeah, it's gorgeous. But I could just be in a restaurant out there and meet the right person,
Yeah.
somebody that I wouldn't meet in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a lot more of those people that you do need to meet
Yeah.
in those kind of places.
Definitely.
So just be there.
Just being in the scene. That's how it is here at Creative Space. Just being in that atmosphere of people around you, people creating and networking, and just everybody on that same path of wanting to get better. You know,
That's it.
it makes a difference.
That's it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of going back to how you asked, like, how did I get so, I'm going to say big because you said it. It's because of that. Like, I just want to get better.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I think about. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
And then the rest just happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you focus on the work and the quality of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can't, even if I did some great shit, am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Even if I did some great things
Uh-huh.
5 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
but what if I don't do anything after that? It's just fades.
Yeah, it does.
So you have to keep.
Especially in this time that we're in, everything is fast paced, instant gratification. So
Hey, we gotta keep getting
keep
better.
it going.
Right. And keep producing.
Can't stop.
Come on.
There's no stopping when you get up there.
Right.
Can't stop, won't stop. Check out my new music video. That's the title. But anyway, as I digress, let's go into your artwork on you because you're a walking canvas. Tell us about, let's do first piece and favorite piece.
Ooh, first piece is covered up now.
Okay. It was that bad? Did you do it yourself?
No, I didn't. I'm right-handed. It was on my,
Uh-huh.
right arm. I was 16. I guess I'll stretch out my sleeve, but now it's covered with this, which I love this.
I love that.
Beautiful.
So what made you cover up with that piece specifically?
So what was under it was a
Words.
Bible verse here and Jesus portrait
Okay.
here. I just snatched something off the wall, something. I wasn't supposed to be getting tattooed at that age, so I'm
The
not gonna
first
get
one,
too mad
yeah.
at Jesus.
Right.
So I got Jesus.
I got a script, Mom.
Yeah.
Right, it's like
It's a whole Bible on my arm.
basically. But first of all, he looked scary. he looked. It was bad.
Uh-huh.
And if I'm being honest, as I got older and studied more and learned more and grew more spiritually, my beliefs shifted a bit. So, I got that up out of there. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to because it was dark.
It's covered up really
It's
good.
cold. He's
You
out of
can't
there.
see him.
So did you get that because that was going to cover well?
Mainly. So
Okay.
honestly, I
Because it's all-
started with just this covering the Bible verse, and then my
You can
artist.
really see the veins on his hands. It's crazy.
My artist, Ed, shout out to Ed Zimmer, who also showed me a lot about the industry, tattooing and all that.
Yeah.
He suggested the hands. He was like, I could get that if you really want to
That
go in.
looks good.
I'm like, man. So yeah, I love this piece.
Okay.
But yeah,
So
first
is that
piece
your
was
favorite?
Jesus.
Okay, first, and then
Was
what's
Jesus.
favorite?
Favorite, probably another Ed piece. I love the look of this piece.
Oh, wow.
on the
Right
back
here?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. It looks
Oh.
so
Is it
real.
it looks like, what is it?
So it's
Like sand. It
It's a
looks like
statue.
Egypt.
Yeah. Like a Mayan statue.
Yes, that's what I was
So
trying
it's
to
like
say.
a warrior with like a lion headdress. I'm
Uh-huh.
a Leo, which is why I got the
Okay,
lion part.
that's okay.
And then the stone, how he has it on his
on the
elbow.
elbow. I hope I ain't
wait.
ashy,
I
man.
didn't even know that. I
Okay.
didn't even see that part. Okay, that's all one piece.
Yeah. So I love how, even though I never get to see it, I know I love how it looks. And I think my coolest piece though, I'm gonna add that in there. To me, is on my traps. I can't show you how I have the pop top, but
I mean, we here for it. What is it?
It's so
It's some water.
on both of my traps. I have like on the cartoons, like say Bugs Bunny for example, they have the evil bugs and the angel, like the devil and the angel. But I got my head on like a little cherub.
Okay, so yeah, you have
So
to
it's
show
like
us.
me me as an angel.
Okay, now
And then
I
me
can
as
see it,
a
or at least
yeah.
a picture.
I can show you a picture. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta see a picture. Okay, we'll see a picture after. Let's see a picture
For
after.
sure.
Okay.
Y'all just want me to take my shirt off.
A little bit, though. Okay, but
So your favorite one is not the one on your forehead that everybody can see. And it's very shiny.
I love it. I'm probably
The
just a
lines
little
are
oily.
very straight.
I love this one a lot. It's a cover up too.
I see
I had
that.
a lion under it.
I can see it. Not the lion. But
Okay.
you have like the.
Some of the lines from here, he might need to hit the color again.
what have you tattooed yourself?
Yeah, when I first started, I practiced on my leg.
How is that? Is it really painful to like tattoo yourself because you're like looking at it, or is it easier for you to tattoo yourself?
It's easier depending on the placement. So for that, it was just right there. So
All right. What is like the worst place to get a tattoo as far as like pain level, or is it just everybody?
it depends on your tolerance.
Just depends on
but
people.
but bones, ribs, elbows, knuckles, feet, like
That's
where there's
where it
not
hurts the
much
most.
muscle or meat. Yeah.
You got any more questions?
I do not have any questions. I tried to tattoo my hand.
Okay.
So that's an
story
actual
time.
tattoo.
Story time. With her
So
tattoo machine.
I have
Yes.
a tattoo machine, but it looks like a pen.
Okay.
So it's really small at-home pen, and I was bored, and I did that, and it hurt really bad.
Okay.
My finger was swollen. But I do have a tattoo that I would like to cover,
Okay.
but it's more so like one piece here, one piece here, one piece here. So I would need like a whole back.
Okay, so it's your back. I was looking at your back. I had a
Yeah.
feeling it was your back.
Yeah, I hate it.
Okay.
But I don't know how to draw.
Okay. So what made you want a tattoo machine?
It just really fell into my lap. Literally.
Okay.
And I've always wanted hand tattoos.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
So I'm like,
cool.
I might as well do it because the hand tattoos I've seen, the ones I want, are really simple finger stuff.
Mhm.
And I could do it. It looks like my son drew it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do it.
It's
It's not as easy as it looks. Definitely. Once the ink gets on there, it's just everywhere.
Yeah.
You can't see anything.
Man, it's a process.
So what would you tell like upcoming artists or people who are trying to get into the tattoo industry? What would be like some words of advice?
It's so different now than
Right.
when I started. I think people are more focused on the attention
Yeah.
than the work itself. So don't do that. That's my advice. Focus on the work. Focus on getting better. The attention will come from that.
Mm-hmm.
The people will come from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just focus on getting better.
Okay.
That's it. Do your very best.
Do you have any final remarks? Where to find you? Where to find your art?
Do you
Yeah.
still tattoo or are you just painting?
Do I still? I do still tattoo. Like half the week. It's kind of like half and half now, painting and tattooing.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to kind of transition into only painting, but that's probably some years down the line.
Mm-hmm.
So with the painting, do you plan on putting these paintings up for sale? Do you plan on putting them in a gallery?
Yeah, well, I've sold a decent amount.
Oh, okay.
See, people ask that a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to create with that intention either, though.
To sell, yeah.
Right.
Like when the pieces I didn't create to sell, I've sold for the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also, like, even if some of the stuff doesn't sell while I'm alive,
It
Oh,
was
it's
it
going to be
will.
worth something
Yeah,
at some
for
point.
sure.
And I
Yeah.
have children, you know. It's just how I leave my mark.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you know I was here.
Yeah.
So the tattoos, they're going to get buried in the ground or get burnt up and spread in the sea or whatever. But the canvases, unless somebody destroys them,
Yeah. They're gonna last.
they'll be here forever till the world goes up in flames. So that's why I create. You kind of ask what motivates me.
To make that impact
Yeah, I think
and that legacy.
yeah.
That's where I was trying to head.
Yep.
Like what motivates you to get up and do all of that.
Yeah, that's a big motivator.
That's amazing. You have kids?
I do have two.
Okay.
Yeah, Marley and Zen. That's here, Mars and Zen.
Okay, yeah, I was reading that.
Yeah, that's my
That's
babies.
amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Man, did I answer your last question?
You did not. So
didn't
I
think so.
said, do you have any closing remarks?
Oh, where to find
Anything
me?
you
and stuff.
find? Yeah, where to find you? Anything you want? Anybody to know? Closing remarks.
Well, you can find me on Instagram, MikexArt. Also, MikexArt.com. You can check out my paintings on there or inquire about purchasing them. Yeah, that's the only social media platform I'm on. I'm at Greenlight Tattoos and Art Gallery in the Flats on West 10th, 1215 West 10th. If you want to check out the art, if you want to get tattooed, or just come say hi, but don't
linger.
Nah, please. I had somebody do that yesterday. It was crazy.
Like, all right,
No,
see you
man.
later.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It was insane. And she just wasn't getting the hint. So don't do that, but
She just wanted
please.
your
It
energy.
was crazy.
Yeah.
Mid-session. But come say hi, come check out the art. Man, and we'll have some events coming up too pretty soon.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh,
You
Green.
should definitely put your art in here.
Yeah, Asia says she wants a piece.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll see what she talking about.
Yeah.
It's up there.
I know.
See.
I know it's up there.
We'll see. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I appreciate y'all having me.
And I appreciate you too.
Thank you.
And that's a wrap for our interview. Stay tuned to the next one, guys.